So we're now a few months into Classic Fresh Anniversary Realms, and players are well and truly into their routines of questing, farming and once again, getting itchy feet, as many players in my guild and across the general Classic fanbase have begun to stir up questions about when Burning Crusade will be released, when our current Anniversary vanilla servers progress into the next expansion. As in my guild for example, they stated how they wanted to be at 60 before Burning Crusade, as leveling is very slow in vanilla, to which I thought, quite how slow are you actually going? Yet part of the fun of vanilla is going at your own pace and exploring the world, alongside players who might just simply want to joining at Burning Crusade, so there's no harm in taking a look at when Burning Crusade could be with us. Fairly recently we had a WoW in 2025 post by Blizzard that speculated around the upcoming events for World of Warcraft, such as movement through the War Within and a look at Midnight and player housing, the future of Mists of Pandaria and Cataclysm, as well as what's going on in Season of Discovery, alongside a mention about Anniversary Realms being, well, there. Sadly, with no official release date for Burning Crusade, yet a key line that is mentioned is that the Anniversary Realms are a faster cadence of content, meaning simply that the content will be coming and going at a faster rate than before, pretty standard, giving us a good guess and time frame for Burning Crusade despite no specific release date, as Fresh Anniversary Realms first launched on the 21st of November 2024. We then had Phase 1 of the opening of Molten Core and Onyxia's Lair on December 2024, followed by further Phase 2 features in January 2025. So we're getting near enough bi-monthly updates for Classic Fresh, and well, I'd assume that we'll head into some new content by the end of March or the start of April for Blackwing Lair based on the 2025 roadmap we were given for Classic WoW Anniversary Realms. So it seems that things are going to schedule at this point for the Classic WoW 2025 roadmap for Fresh. But let's be honest, we're only at Phase 2, and well, Burning Crusade Classic has been given a pretty big timeline for when it might arrive. For example, spring is set for Blackwing Lair, which could be April, but we had an autumn/winter launch for Classic and Phase 1 that went from November to January, so the window could mean that Burning Crusade arrives as early as the end of November or as late as April 2026. Yeah, those are some pretty big margins, and with these roadmaps that we are given, we regularly see things shift around pretty fast. For example, we had the idea that Dragonsoul was meant to be at the start of 2025 for Cataclysm, and well, it's arrived pretty much nearly 2 months into 2025, which isn't so far off, but it's still not quite as early as a lot of people thought it would be. So subject to issues, there really is a broad time frame if you simply take the roadmap. However, one major point for all of this is that we have been here before, and not in the same sense like the original Classic run where we were heading back for the first time. Blizzard has now revamped and re-released all of the content that we will see in Anniversary Realms. So unlike things in Cataclysm Classic for example, where this is the first run of Cataclysm, where they have to dig out the files and re-render them and remaster them for a new release in many ways, we won't have this with Burning Crusade, as that has already been done. Therefore, we do have a far better chance of seeing Burning Crusade at the end of 2025 or the very start of 2026 rather than something later like April. If we look at the original Classic run for example, Classic Vanilla came out in August 2019 with Burning Crusade being released in June 2021, giving a runtime shy of just 2 years. However, arguably this was due to the slow nature of Vanilla and a lot of issues being fixed up in a Classic client for the modern day, as Wrath of the Lich King Classic came out in September 2022, meaning there was only just a year between BC and Wrath. And unlike Classic before, this is a faster cadence of vanilla content, as no one is likely worried about missing out on vanilla content given it's been here for 5 years. So given the fact that Fresh Classic came out in November 2024, you can start to hedge your bets. A realistic release for Burning Crusade would likely be December 2025 or early 2026, giving us just over a year to really experience vanilla fresh and not hang around too long either, as it would give us a similar time frame for about a year in each expansion, fitting in with the past experiences of Classic that were considered a faster cadence, and also a satisfactory timeline for the roadmap that they've already given out. And once again, it's good to look at this for a few reasons. We haven't played Burning Crusade since we said goodbye to it in 2022, and with no era realms in sight, people are very thirsty for more, and people love Burning Crusade, as it's an extension of vanilla yet with a whole new world that had some great iconic content, similarly reflective to why people love Season of Discovery, but Burning Crusade is still better in my opinion. And we have a lot of people sat around waiting to essentially play the version of Classic that they love, with the race class combinations they love. I mean, there's definitely a lot of Alliance Shamans and a lot of Horde Paladins waiting in the wings for Draenei and Blood Elves to be added to the game. And last, like mentioned, vanilla is a long game that you are meant to enjoy. There will be players out there planning the characters they want to have at level 60, giving us essentially shy of a year now to get those to 60 means you can have fun with leveling without going completely insane. And once again, Fresh Classic has taught many people the harsh reality of needing gold, especially by the amount of players I saw complaining they felt it was impossible to get their 90 gold mount mount at level 40, I mean, boy. But a lot of people might want to start saving up now for the shock that will be the cost of flying in Burning Crusade when we finally get to it. So personally, my best guess for a release date would be February 2026 if I'm being pessimistic, as opposed to the potentially even longer date of April 2026, good lord. But honestly, I'd be hoping for an early December 2025 release for Burning Crusade Classic as a way to really see off the year. Yet I'll try to keep up to date with any Easter eggs to tease a date better, and be sure to let me know when you think TBC servers will go live. As always though, take care out there, and I'll see you on the next one. Ta-ra for now. As always, if you're new here, feel free to like and subscribe. And on that note, I think I'll say ta-ra for now, and I'll see you later.